Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waharacha, Kodash, a double honesty, apostles, and that was that great millstone. This lesson is pretty much, I'm going to call it, don't forget that we still live in Esau society. And pretty much they're going to turn the tide of the standards of, pretty much evil. Because we represent everything evil in their society because we want the wickedness to come to an end. So we represent their downfall, their destruction, and we represent the kingdom of heaven, the world to come. And, it's just some stuff I was just thinking about, being that this is post 9/11 time that we live in. They passed the Patriot Act, pretty much to surveil us and watch over us, and this pretty much proves that the so-called white man is, he thinks himself to be God. He thinks he can control everything. And, and pretty much it shows you that he controls the whole earth, which according to his birthright is, it's pretty much his right, and they know it. But, I'm going to read a few of these just to remind you, brothers, and they have a lot of movies that that you can watch. All right. Okay. So, you'll get a visual of what, if you don't know about, surveilling Esau, setting up his system to pay through the Patriot Act, where they surveil you through everything, your TV, your phone, at the gas station pump, everything, the apostle bring it out, the Internet of Things, everything is connected now, so they can pretty much find where you are at all times, at any time. All right. As you can see, I think that's I'm not sure if that's an RFID chip, but it says you wear location trackers that relay your every movement to corporate headquarters. And these are going to be the main enemies. The corporations are going to be the main enemies. All right. Because they're going to be hiring private armies. OK. And it's going to be, a prison camp. It's going to be forced labor. It's going to be a lot of things that you see in America that's going to be different from what it is now. Everything's OK and hunky dory because you can do as you please. You can go as you please. You can say pretty much what you want. But we're heading in a time where we can't say what we want. And we're going to go into pretty much hiding, like they did in the catacombs, like they hid from the Romans. You think about the times of when Nero was emperor. I'm not sure if he was emperor, but maybe a governor. But, they kicked us out of Jerusalem. Out of Rome, because we started, a lot of commotions when it came to knowledge and dealing with the truth and spreading the truth, much like now. There's nothing new under the sun. All right. But as you can see, this is where we live. This is the time we live. All right. I don't know the name of this movie right here. But, if you know some of these movies right off the bat, and they give you a visual of how the system or society is going to be ran, and which is leading to that. They already got everything in place. All right. So it says everyone wears collars, bracelets, implants, and brain caps to track you and keep you calm. You have surgery and turns you into a citizen on the grid, so that they always the big they know where you are, or maybe the surveillance device is hidden inside a game or another device that everyone depends on. You think you're carrying around a communicator or a racing game, but it's really telling them where to find you when they decide to bring you in. And that's why a lot of jakes are going to get caught up. That's why a lot of people are going to get caught up, because they can't let these things go of the world. And pretty much Esau is pretty much being a sly serpent, a wise serpent, putting trackers everywhere, clothes, on devices, in pretty much everything. All right. He wants it to be part of a grid. And this is from the movie 1984. All right. Which is a good movie to watch. It says your television is watching you again with the fun thing that's actually keeping tabs on how often you open the refrigerator and when you come home. All right. And that's why they have the smart house, you know, everything so they control everything and, pretty much, dominate your everyday life. All right. You've seen the movie Minority Report, pre-crime and all of that, thought crimes and all of that. That's all a reality. It's becoming a reality. All right. Because the more we start to bring truth, the more you have these psychopathic idiots that's in Congress, that's in politics. Um, they have these ideas and this philosophy that they pretty much can be perverse in their ways, and that we can't say anything about it because it offends them. When in actuality, we speaking the truth, And the scriptures say, which I will get, you know. I'm gonna keep Psalms 56, but I have to get. I think it's Sirach, Slakia. Yeah. So let me see. Now I forgot that fast. Well, here we go. I'll go to Revelation 12:12 since that one skipped my mind. Revelation 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So he's setting the system up, man, according to how he wants it, a totalitarian system where he can oppress the truthers, all right, those that's bringing the truth. Mainly us, because we're the biggest threat, and that's why they have the Megiddo list. They have many lists out there, and if they wanted to track us and track us down and hunt us down, they could, easily. So until I get that scripture back, Slack it, because it skipped my mind. Psalms 56:1, it says, be merciful unto me, O power, for men would swallow me up. He fighting daily oppresseth me. And Esau tell you, Micah 2:1 tell you, man, they can't go to sleep unless they do something, unless they do iniquity. So their agenda is of every day is to find out a way that they can do some harm to us, whether it's through our food, whether it's planting implantable chips on us during surgery, all type of mischievous things. So they can't go to sleep unless they go, do something mischievous to us. And that's just the reality. Okay, you got the scientific industries making disease so they can pretty much kill us off, and these are, documented, they putting lead in our water, all type of things. All right. So let's keep going. It says, my enemies would daily swallow me up, for they be many that fight against me, O thou most high. What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee. And these are the times to be afraid. All right. When the days haven't come nigh, man. Remember that Creator in the days of thy youth. Okay. Or the evil days come nigh. All right. Roughly paraphrasing, but it saying it's true, So now is the time, and the scriptures say, put not off day to day, in which, we have to do on a daily basis, speaking for myself first, so it says, let me see, and God, it's like verse 5. Well, I'll read 4 again. And the Most High would praise His word. In my power, I have put my trust. I will not fear what flesh can do unto me. All right. It says, every day they wrest my words. All their thoughts are against me for evil. So, in other words, they track our words. And everything that we say can be held against us and will be held against us. All right. The scripture said we're going to be brought forth in front of governors. We're going to be brought forth in front of individuals, of high, of high caliber, you know. And when you read Isaiah 13, it tells you, the burden of Babylon, which the son of Amos did see, you know. And we're pretty much crying out against the so-called white man and the leading structure. Okay, those that lead this will have set this place up. That's what our message is toward. It says Isaiah 13:2. It says, "Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles." So we have shooken the hand. All right, we've cried out loud. And our message is reaching the gates of the nobles. That's why all these different groups have coming against us, even groups that know the Israelites, And then on top of that, you got you got these leaders of these black fraternities. They want us gone, the churches. We don't hear nothing about that, but the leaders, they're gonna be helping push to pretty much get us moved out the way. But the Lord will be done, and we're doing the work. We're doing His work. All right. So let me go back to this, and I'm gonna read a little bit more of that article. It says, "They gather themselves together, they hide themselves, they mark my steps when they wait for my soul." All right. So that's what this so-called white man is doing. He's marking our steps. All right. So I'm going to go into that word mark. So it says they mark. It says they gather themselves together. Verse 6, Psalms 56:6. They gather themselves together. They hide themselves. They mark my steps. All right. So in other words, observe. All right, to give heed, to keep, have charge, to watch for, wait for, to watch, observe. All right, so and this is what type of society we live in, because the so-called white man want to be like the Most High. All right, because they know they have a short time, so he's gonna go all the way in his wickedness. All right, so your television is watching you. And by the way, this is 10 rules of surveillance, dystopia stories. And, they got all this stuff in movies and all of that. So all your purchases are tracked using small plastic cards you carry everywhere you go. All right. And this, once again, this is for brothers that, really don't understand what type of society we live in. They're watching every step. So you can't make a new friend without the government knowing about it. So the social media is set up to keep tabs on everybody, relationships. If you've seen that movie Snowden, it showed you perfectly how pretty much how the FBI or the CIA was able to track you just by your known assailants, your known people that you talk to on a daily, So if they can't find you, of course they're gonna go to everybody that's in your contacts, and that's why Google, they save all your contacts, All right, so it's nothing but a database that they're keeping on us. All right, so it says if you aren't on social net, you don't exist. The government subsides it, so everybody gets an account when they turn. Before that, your parents control your kiddie time account, and that's not as fun. If you want to see that guy you met at the mall again, just friend him on the social net. So sharing, and this is one of the big ones. This is really what I was really getting into, because a lot of brothers share information online, and they're watching that, especially if it's talking about truth. It's about any type of truth. Once again, we live in a society where there is no justice when it comes to truth, and there is no understanding. The world is pretty much, you know, pretty much has wickedness is at an all-time high. I just say it like that. All right, so I'm gonna read a little bit and then I'm gonna go into a scripture. It says sharing takes on a new meaning. It's called share econ. All right, or mega share, or maybe info fund. Doesn't matter. It's just the latest new app you've added to your fun bit, and that you fill up with cool stuff about yourself so that all your friends know where you are, what kinds of things you like to do, and what are your traveling plans. But mostly they talking about sharing like or Snapchat or something like that. I'm talking about in regardless of your let me see. Oh, your like your Facebook accounts or your Instagram accounts. All that's being put in a database too, as well as your search. Your everything you search on your search engine. All right. So and a lot of this is going to be held against us. Okay, but it says sharing takes on a new meaning. But that's what I was talking about. But they're talking about stuff like brothers had a Marco Polo app and or Snapchat, and you can go live now and show people where you at, and it's just easy for them to pretty much tag you, all right, tag you and bag you, all right. So Isaiah. All right, so I want to mess up on it. All right, Isaiah chapter 59 in regards to sharing information. And I know it's mainly because the internet was created for us to push the word. We know that right off the bat. Isaiah 59 and let me see. This whole chapter is actually good. But I wanted to hit the point. Verse 15 says, "Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey." And that's what's happening when we speak on the LGBTQA P, the lesbians, transgender, the gays, all these people with this perverse outlook on biology, which is the basic human makeup. All these people are going to look at us like we're evil, okay? When in actuality, we're the ones that's trying to keep the balance, But it says, "Making himself a prey, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment." All right, so we're going to see a lot of things take place. We're going to be hunted down, and people are going to try to come after us for the things we say because it's true. All right. And this and folly is set in great dignity, like the scriptures say here in America. So that's all this place is about, And when you think of truth, and when you think of the Most High, there's nobody that's really on the level to understand where we come from, except for the elect, except for the chosen ones that's supposed to receive His message. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna stop it right there with that one. Let's go a little bit more into the article, and I'm gonna close out. All right, hidden cameras record your every move on the streets and at work, and they got this, I think it's CCTV. They got in other places, London, Chicago, New York, all these places, and they're all interconnected. They all, the Internet of Things. They're all connected. All right. And it's because, things like the Patriot Act, which brought us into a new millennium, which brought us into, this totalitarian, the beginning stages of a totalitarian system, where they control everything and control what you say, And there's going to be some things happening that we can't, it's going to be pretty messed up. All right. So you already know. So I'm gonna just read the rest of them. The most popular forms of entertainment involve putting people under surveillance and watching what they do. All right, and this is from that this movie, which is a good one. It's a series, TV series. I think it's called Black Mirror. Okay, it's called Black Mirror, and that's a good to watch because it shows you how they keep people docile with the and pretty much force people to watch these immoral TV shows and plant these immoral ideals in your subconscious. So that's a good thing to watch. Robots read all your mail, looking for keywords. So if you send a mail through email or text messages, um, it pretty much there's certain trigger words that if you use, you're pretty much you're gonna be held accountable for it. All right, giving a song or movie to a friend is a crime. All right, so we already know that. And let me see. And who got? I know Hollywood and got ABC agencies who's watching over this thing. And if you're into pirating or whatever they want to call it, internet pirating, or downloading movies from the internet, uh, they'll come after you. Amongst other things. But like I said, the internet was set up for us to push the word, but they're gonna try to take it away from us. All right. So and that's when the famine of the word come in. All right, because right now is the time. All right, so we'll go ahead and read this. I'm gonna close out. Where we at? No, Zephaniah or Zechariah. Let me see. Slovakia. Bear with me. All right, so Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days, said the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. All right. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. All right. And that's where we're headed. And you could tell, CISPA bill, and then they got the another bill that they passed. I forget the name of it. But yeah, this is the environment that we live in, and we got to be aware of that. And with that, I'm gonna close out. I'm gonna give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Wahara Kodash. Yidabanish the apostles, and that was that great millstone. And shalom to all you Aki all over the earth. Shalom.